What is going on, YouTube? Another week. Trading the Nasdaq, perhaps. Let's see what we got here. See if the tube is working right. Should. No more heat wave. Nice. Let me double check everything here. Should be good. All right, let's see. Friday, what's Friday? Was Friday. We opened up very tight balance. Eventually, after somewhat before top of the hour here, we exploded up. The longest for the play, though. The longest for the play. We took the short. The long was definitely the play. What is this? All right. Where to begin, huh? It's great. Let's see what the bias is. Bias or what chart do we start? Daily. Right, so let's see what we got here on the daily, huh? Right, let me mark, create a little line here. All right, so at the top here we create a failed auction. This for me was a failed auction, so the move becomes to the downside. Move becomes towards the low side of that range, becomes that level. We broke that level. Let me change. All right, whatever. So move back towards low side of the range. Eventually we broke that. Was it Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday? Tuesday was a 1,000-point down. Chopped around here, eventually rejected that level. Then the move becomes towards the downside of that range. This is where we basically bounce multiple times here. I got one touch, two touches. This was on the failed auction to the downside. Then the move to the upside became clear. So we sold off all the way back to that level. I think if we at some point start retesting that level, that might be a little flush to the downside. But as it stands, this could, I'm going to be looking at that level here, that structure. This 745s on a daily. If we start regaining that level, especially if you get it close above 750s here, I'd be looking for this to be a failed auction. And then the move becomes to the top side here at the 120s, 140s. So I'll be looking for this level to, this is going to be a guide on a higher time frame. If we gain this bullish, if you reject here, I'll be looking for a move to the low side here of the range to 270s and potential lower. This is somewhat a key level right here. Yo, what's up? Different. So that's on the daily time frame here. Hourly looks strong here, so let's say the current pressure is up until we, on this hourly time frame, lose the 670s. I'll be looking for up here. If I look at a 1 hour at this point in time, things can change, yes, but it looks like it's pushing up, huh? I'll be looking for high side here to be gained. The 740s, which is going to be someone in line with that higher time frame at the daily here. All right. Give me a profile. So profile wise, I'm just going to mark out the highs and the lows here. Currently we are pushing against prior range high. So prior range high, overnight high is going to be somewhat of a line in the sand here for a continuation to the upside, obviously. And at the same time, if we for some reason go up, fail, drop back into, that could be a nice play too, or trade. And then here the 4 hour. Basically create a fail auction here. Then move becomes to the upside. This structure, we broke it, rejecting it. Yeah, I think current order flow from price action wise looks bullish. That would be my targets. 800s gain here. I'll be looking for somewhat of a quicker move towards 30,135. Either way, we're basically bouncing from the lows here, so it's also the potential we try and push them more up. All right, let's zoom in a little bit, huh? $15-minute time frame here. Just let me know if the music is too loud because my settings are a little bit screwed. Not too sure what the output is. Structure wise on a 15-minute. Yeah, moving it higher. Gonna be an indicating line. Kind of like to use, might go for the closest one here. It's very tight, but I think price action someone has been tight. If I put a profile, it's somewhat trying to break out here, so I think putting the SSP levels tight might make sense. Overnight high, so for example, right. So for example, wait, let me put up daily levels again. Let me see where that, yeah, look, like this was that, those levels are going to be key here. So most ideally in a perfect world, I want to see price drive up to the long side and see what happens here. If we create structure to the upside, if we see buyers step in, move towards these levels here become valid, and then potentially prepare this structure for a move back to the high side here at the 150s. At the other hand, if we, I think if she goes up here, these levels are going to be good targets. Wait, let me mark. Wait, let me see that I don't overdo the levels here. All right. So if we push up here and buyers are in control above that level, I'll be looking for longs towards. It's going to be the main target here. I'm going to mark that one out. Let's create a little dash line so I can see it's a target. Obvious place. I love obvious place. So when the market's obvious, I want to be in the market. So if the market's going up here and stays trading above this level, for me, the obvious move, the probability becomes she will go for here. When she gained that, if she keeps going, yeah, this structure here. If she doesn't, trades above, back below. To be seen what's going on here. Like 30-minute IB wise and stuff. I think if price starting trade up here, longs are still valid. There's a probability that she fails and trades back towards the lows. But to be seen then. I just like to see initially here what happens. If you trade up and we fail, maybe I short it towards the low side of the range. And then I see what happens here. Do we continue on the below it, go short? If we fail this and regain, maybe that's a long. To be seen what the order flow does in price action. It's also a probability we will test low side first. See what happens here again. I might wait out here if she drops below. See if you can regain and then potentially look for longs inside of that range again. And or we clearly sell off if it sets up short singles under that level. Sweeping some levels, getting some people that are long out of their position. But I think overall, like, we're hitting somewhat of a resistance line here. But overall, we're bouncing from the lows. So if I look at the daily here, I kind of want to be short late, as in when we're clearly, obviously filling that level. How it looks like, yeah, all of a sudden we want to go down. If we're unable to test 740s here, for me the move becomes obvious towards 670s here. I think she wants to test low side first here. All right, we still got 8 minutes here. I think that looks good. Somewhat of a balanced area too. Morning, you. Bonne journée. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is this market that late? Shouldn't be doing that. That's weird. Somewhat of a balance zone here. Kind of want to stay away from balance at the moment. Monday, first trade of the week. Kind of want to see it hit these levels first. Just a little bit worried that my bottom line is a bit too tight. I think it looks good. Looking for a song. Whoa, already touching that level. I don't want to. Level has to be naked, so if she pushes it before the open, I will drag it down. Looks like it wants me to put it down. This kind of makes more sense. Balance. If she pops out, see what happens. If she rejects, she's rejecting the balance. If she regains, might be a nice move. Yeah, I think that looks way better. Just a little bit worried with that daily level here. Definitely want to wait for price to push. And then account wise, this is day 4. Only focus is if we lose, that we keep the drawdown contained towards 1500. It's the only or the number one rule in this account. And then we'll be just fine. Especially if I keep it like this. The average loser 200, average winner 500. Ratio is really good. Worst rate, best rate. That's almost a 1, 2, 3 here. It's really good. Just keep it up like that, huh? Market is about to open. Just not a fan of that daily rejection here. The hourly two here, this one is, again, this is decision level. If you fail here, this could sweep all those late longs. Market's open. Market's dumping. It's a little over 100 points, 1 minute candle. I like the area, but. No shot him. Kind of wanted to be in already. If I wanted to be in there. Fuck.
Screens bleed red, Nasdaq's flatlining. Negative gamblers got their algos whining. No biz left just there beneath the floor. Every fake pump just leaves us wanting more. Trapped in the spread, the tensions.
I would have debated on top here.
No positive gamma in sight, no lifeline thrown. Just trapped, money crying all alone. When will she find a bottom? When's the bounce? Negative gamma's got us counting down. Trump tweets nonsense, price jumps like a ghost. But it's all phantom games, what we need most is a real damn bounce on solid ground to stand. But this negative gamma's got the whole thing down. When will she find a bottom? Tell me when.
That's at least 60 points if I would have bought on close.
Headlines flash, another light takes flight. A momentary blip in the dead of night. Price jerks up with a cruel hollow tease, then plunges deep.
Alright, so ideally she pushes up and she continues.
Catching no cushion, no spring.
Worst scenario would be that she fails and then direction becomes unclear for me.
Praying for gamma, begging for peace. When will she find a bottom? When's the bounce? Negative gamma's got us counting down. Trump tweets nonsense, price jumps like a ghost. But it's all phantom gains, what we need most is a real damn bounce on solid ground to stand. But this negative gamma's got the whole thing down. When will she find a bottom? Tell me when. Cause right now it's just free fall again. The van is bleeding, the charms turn sour. Tick after tick, losing power by the hour. No bid stacking, no calls, getting bought, just a slow motion crash. The lesson, hard talk, was the positive flow? Where's the relief? This negative gamma's amplifying the grief. A bottomless pit.
If this would have not happened on the first 1 minute, I would have been more aggressive, but
When's the bounce? Negative gamma's got us counting down. Trump tweets nonsense, price jumps like a ghost, but it's all phantom gains. What we need most is a real damn bounce, some solid ground to stand. But this negative gamma's got the whole thing down. When will she find a bottom? Tell me when. Cause right now it's just free fall again. When will she find a bottom? Find a bottom. Find a bottom. Free fall. Free fall. Free fall. Free fall. Pre-market scan, I'm locked in the zone. Levels get drawn while the weak stay at home. Orderflow speaks in the language I know. Deep charts whisper where the big money flows. Tick by tick, I read between the lines. Gex by humming, catching all the signs. No FOMO plays, I just wait my
I feel this is a big level here. We got the prior range high.
Nasdaq futures like a loaded gun. Live on YouTube, see the algos run. Money moves silent when the trap gets sprung. Look liquidity pools where the sharks are feed. Dom shows the pain, I can smell the greed. Give my exposure like a chessboard game. Checkmate moves when the VIX goes insane. Tick tock, market clock never lies. Bid ass spread, tell me who
Basically swept both sides of this range already.
either get right or get left behind. I don't chase trades, I let the setup come. Nasdaq futures like a loaded gun. Live on YouTube, see the algos run. Money moves silent when the trap gets sprung. Screen goes dark, but the place stay lit. Morning calls, bet I'm back on it. G-unit flow with the traders with. Charts don't lie.
Kind of want to see it hold this low.
Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I can let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. Yeah. They getting nervous, I seen it. What I seen, you wouldn't believe it. They say they want it, I need it.
Right, so direction for me becomes unclear here.
Get in my lane and I'm going right past. I turn it up, watch me go to the max. You ain't it first and you notice you last.
Ideally, I'll wait for both one of the sides to get broken here, or by some way we push up hard right here, right now.
I told them all I can let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I can let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. That's how I shoot.
It's also no big players just yet.
Now that I'm popping, got too much to lose. Look at the numbers, got nothing to prove. I'm in the city, just me and my crew. Told me I'm sick and I know that it's true, but I'm still gonna ball. It's like I got a flu. Yeah, run it up. I told him that I'm coming back, so let me get all of that. Time is now, I'm coming around to get a check. Said I need my taxes back. Over time, I'm getting mine, so get in line. And it's with no respect. That I told him all about the ball, getting chips, feeling like Kobe Shaq. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I can let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. Yeah. Yeah. Look.
What you want to do, Nasdaq? For longs, I want to see continuation from this. I want to go above long. Shorts, I want to see trade below these levels. Anything inside here from his consolidation.
Nasdaq futures on display. I don't chase trades, I just obey.
The first big player here, buying it. The probability of a continuation player is not that great, I feel. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Just want to play the safe bit. Close back inside here. It's not the strongest. I'm waiting for break topside here. This would have been more ideal trade location, but I'm not that sure. I wasn't that sure. Yo, what's up, Luffy? Move is gonna be more obvious once we start pushing above here. Momentum probably also more obvious to the upside. Oh really? How you're liking that? I got like Friday vibes from last week. Oh, profits, sir. Maybe at some point. It's to be seen how we close today. I feel like volume is somewhat low. Usually there's a ton of bubbles. My 5 minute. Patience. It looks like he wants to pop it, huh? Brutal. I was debating to put my entry above these big trades here. Probably should have. That's where it should have been. Not here. There's just not a lot of volume here. Where's the bubbles? Like, what was a 15-minute close? Right, so auction potentially long. Seller's trying to step in right here. Still looks fine for a pullback. Until it doesn't. Bro. Oh, no, Nasdaq, why you do this to me? Someone got filled here. Need to see some aggression to the upside here, which I'm not seeing at the moment. If we fail it right here, it could be... I like the target here, but is the timing right? I'm long on top of the range, which I'm not a fan of, but she keeps popping up. It's rejecting that level. That's not good. Test the gain. I don't like the rejection at that level at all. It's gonna be a stop. Just a bad entry. Trying to get into the momentum to the upside, but faked me out. Jeez. That's one way to get warmed up. See if you can get into a better position. Still favoring the upside here.
Orderflow like lightning strikes. Raw and pure through trading nights. Unfiltered moves, we scalp it clean. Deep in the charts where the big trades gleam. See y'all in the next one when the bell rings true. Raw and ruthless, we break through.
Yo, whoa. A market order in. Nice. I wanted to put a limit order. I canceled that immediately. 28 micros. Nice. Nice scalp, bro. That's scary. That's scary.
Outro now, the session's done. But the market never sleeps. We run. See y'all in the next one when the tape goes live. Raw unfiltered, we survive.
Here, what? That was how many points was that? 20 points on 3 contracts. Jesus. Well, I'm up $500. That was a better play to wait for it rounding it out and then get long. No retest here. Probably this would have been the more aggressive good one.
Screens glow in the midnight hour. Numbers dance, feel the market power. Candles form on the deep chart streams. Trading dreams in electric beams. Camera rise and feel the heat. Bitterness can rhythm beat. Liquidity is calling loud. Money moves in the algorithm crowd.
So you got the big trades here. Buyers unable to push through. Has to pop it for continuation. Buyers willing to buy higher. If this fails, it's getting absorbed here. Are we too greedy? Not the best close. This is really starting to look like a failed auction right here. Yeah, that's cooked. Right, back to break even then. Thing is, it's like fighting against that data level. Five minute looks. It's a short going to be the play here. Again, already pushing that level. I don't want to short here. This for me is really long or short. Location good. Get the failed auction here on the 5. The question is, are we just gonna keep doing this whole morning? A daily perspective, this is just perfectly rejecting the level. Probably trapped a ton of people long up there. All right, let's see if you're gonna go down. This would be the level to reject though. I kind of want to wait for some momentum, like already down that far. Maybe we can like roll smoothly over instead of me trying to just bluntly short the bottom here. That don't make no sense. Right, somewhat of an aggressive position either way here. Price tried to push up, absorbed, looking for the continuation down. I'll be aggressively break even if at all I get the opportunity to. It's a very aggressive position, obviously. It's not looking good. This one has to go right now. Right here, right now, Nasdaq. Basically, my entry is going to be where she has to go fast. Right, sellers pushing hard. I don't want to see them fail. If that pushes up, I want to see continuation. I want to see them win. Again, pushing hard. Is there room? Is there room? Oh, there's plenty of room. I'm going to go for our and trail accordingly. If she allows me to, Nasdaq, oh, brutal. Yeah, I don't want to be involved in a bounce here, even though structure-wise it still looks good. And this is a low side of the range. I'd rather take the break even than still have it here and then get stopped out. Again, pushing hard, getting absorbed. That would have been nice. 960. Man, this was like a 60-point move to the downside. These candles are huge. And it still looks good to the downside. Buyers pushing. Unable to push through. Yeah, I didn't trust this bounce here at all. At all. Yeah, getting involved in a short where it's like somewhat having a pullback would be nice instead of trying to short the lows here. And this happens. It's good flush, yes, but I am interested in the short, but I don't want to short the low of the day here. So I'm looking for that 5 minute to respect these levels here. Kind of want to see somewhat of a pullback towards the end and go short. I really don't want to keep shorting that aggressive. This is where buyers stepped in last time. No balls. Why no balls? Why no balls? Brutal, brutal, brutal. What to look for on a 1 minute here. This thing is aggressively selling off. Bro, give me a pullback. That's crazy. Well, I had the opportunity. This just decided to dump 60 points and come back. Candles are just that big. Like, it's a little bit of a... It's a mindfuck when you see the P&L go that far and then it basically doesn't mean much because the candles are that huge. Against these levels, I really need to hold on to it, like, even if it's a stop. I think my stop even was like here. Like again, buyers pushing it hard, immediately getting sold into. I just need something better to manage my risk from. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Like no shot to get involved in something like that. Well, the move is obvious. It's just very annoying to get into. Again.
Lights on, camera feed loud. Prime time. Monday to Friday, stream tight, stacks gun. I move like a shadow with an 808 thunder. Charts whisper secrets while the city.
I guess we'll have some more patience.
Orderflow like breadcrumbs. They trace pop.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
Tick by tick, the charts unfold. Liquidity pools in green and gold. Order flow like lightning strikes. Raw and pure through trading nights. Unfiltered moves, we scalp it clean. Deep in the charts, where the big trades gleam. See y'all in the next one when the bell rings true. Raw and ruthless, we break through.
All the way back down to the low side of the move here. Clearly rejecting that level on the daily here. Looking for it to sell off continuously towards the low side here, 190s. And they're lower, but I am. At the same time, we are already 500 points down. Maybe we'll just go short and close our eyes. Maybe that's a thing. It's going to get very dangerous to get short once we hit those lows, I feel.
screens glow in the midnight.
Well, this session could have looked different.
Must dance, I read the clues. Orderflow whispers through the tape. Every tick a new escape. I don't chase, I let it breathe. Delta tells me when to leave. Jack spot hums a sweet refrain. Market sings inside my veins.
There's a lot of volume down there.
Deep charts like my way. Levels form, I won't stray. Nasdaq futures on display. I don't chase trades, I just obey. Liquidity pools like ocean tides. Bids and asks what truth resides. YouTube live, the world can see how the tape sets my mind free. Fibonacci's golden thread leads me where the pros have fled. Gamma walls start to break. This is where I take the stage. Deep charts like my way. Levels form, I won't stray. Nasdaq futures on display. I don't chase trades, I just obey.
Starting to look more for a long than a short, I think. Just starting to lose interest with shorting because we're down already that much, and it's just melting. It's like really not really pullback. These are your pullbacks.
The tape don't lie, the tape don't sleep. I ride the wave where sharks go deep, 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 deep,
Okay, I want to go along here. Nasdaq, what are you doing?
Rage, money, power, and
She can't squeeze.
rage, money, power, and
It's gonna be the first pullback in that whole move. I mean, pullback. Like you're somewhat of a normal pullback after freaking 500 points. 566 to be precise. So I'm a little bit on my tippy toes here to continue looking for shorts. Kind of wanted to get involved in the long, but this was like a 1 minute reversion on 600 point move down. So definitely a little bit too passive with my orders. Trying to be careful at the same time when I'm doing here live. I mean, jeez, dude. Dude. She's doing it on purpose, I think. Sketchy here, because this could bounce. Yeah, I found. I'll wait. Find something else.
Nasdaq futures, I'm the king of this game. Deep charts flashing, not know every name. Next bout whispers where the gamers gonna squeeze. Live on YouTube, watch me bend these markets with ease. Tick by tick, I'm painting the tape. Smart money moves, no room for escape. When the VX spikes, that's when I feast. While the hedgy scrambling like they're chasing the beast.
Squeeze him, Nasdaq.
Green day, P&L statement looking like Broadway. From the pit to the screen, I evolve with the times. 50 cent flow, but I'm stacking these dimes.
Squeeze them. Squeeze them all. I will take 1R if I see it. Or trail 1R. Then for the potential move up. This is 1 hour start stepping in. Kind of want to see it push through. Obviously. Taking 1 hour. This is counter. Thank you, Nasdaq. Making my life hard today.
Verse 2 is even colder than the first. Shaking, wearing 4 jackets like it's only getting worse. Said you're here to lift me up, but pull me down until it hurts. Now the future's looking crazy, I can't put it in reverse. Damn. Thoughts of us still got me up nights. Thought I could fix it, getting lifted in the spotlights. It's like no time has passed at all, cause still it's on sight. Every time we're back together, breaking from that tour life.
Good entry. Obviously hindsight, good level. Absorption. Stop was in a good spot. This could have been 2R, 3R. This could have been multiple more R's, obviously. And you would have been done. Just because I decide to protect myself, get myself out of this position, not getting the opportunity anymore to get into the market, becomes very dangerous because I still want to make money. And then after like 600 points, I think it was down, becomes very tricky, right? Like I almost went short here, but I didn't want to go short after she retested that liquidity base here. Tricky. Now for me to get involved in the short, I want to see obvious failed auction. Looks like it wants that low here though. That looks like a good target looking back. It's gonna be the 15 IB low. Should have been a little bit more patient. How's everyone doing here? Someone getting some gains from this move? Not doing myself a favor here with being too aggressive. Like it never came back, never. Just should have waited for that close. Somebody wanted to 1R. Think like up 1R today. Only 1R. This becomes like somewhat of a, how do I say this? Poor structure up move. So if we confirm down, I might be somewhat more aggressive instead of waiting for a failed auction. Kind of played out towards that wick too. Should have been more on top of that. And or even freaking trail volume spread analysis. Trail the aggression. That would have been so much more smart to do. Cool. It's IB close, hourly IB close too. It's like casual 50-point candles these days. This thing is going up faster than it's going down. So from a 5-minute perspective, it's just a pull back in towards these levels. Could still turn, I think, a film. Did sweep like everyone and their grandmother out of their position, so that did happen. So I think I want to do. Not sure if I get burned on it. No. I do need a perfect close though. Okay, failed auction then. Or go to the moon. Again, this is me trying to secure back, and then afterwards, I'm still looking for a trade. I basically should be right and taking the 1 hour. Potentially, I should be done for the day, or could be done for the day. Keep looking for them trades. Just keep exposing yourself towards risk and losses. So in a way, even though it's a green trade, if I'm not stopping to trade, is it that good of a trade? These two easily could have been, each one of those could have been the one and done. I'm starting to get mixed ideas here. I think I should still favor downside, but we just freaking that 1 hour, man. anticipating a push towards 90s here to get me at least break even. Not looking good. Yeah, I'm not trusting this one bit. She either melts here. I don't want to be in it. I was anticipating this poor structure to get filled and get me break even quicker. I'm not liking the hesitation here after like those moves. Kinda should wait for the close. And then she goes. I was anticipating the closure and front running it with a poor structure. Definitely talked myself out of that one. And then getting the close, anticipating somewhat of a pullback here. Price just ripping down, like not even small wick. That would have been nice, Nasdaq. Bro, this thing is moving crazy, dude. Again, like not something I want to short against when I see something like this. Like current short time structure is up. The idea is valid. The short levels are valid. Stop is valid. Just don't like how price is moving here.
Mic check 1 2. Streaming live from the hidden booth. Screens glowing in the dark. Where the real sharks make they mark.
It's getting farther and farther away.
Yeah. Deep charts up on the main screen flicking. Orderflow patterns thick like the tension. Watching that delta.
At the same time, if she regains, this could be a long. I do favor shorts. I'm just overthinking the structure here and how it moves, making it me not to trust it. If that makes sense.
See where they swimming before the herd even knows they're winning. Profile hideout, live streaming the heat. Monday to Friday, can't miss a beat. Deep charts tools, see the order flow bleed. Big trades calling, fulfilling the need. Delta screaming, volume, profiles deep. Options flow secrets, the promises I keep. From the shadow, watch the market weep. This ain't no playground, this game I read. Break down the levels, set the trap tight. See the imbalance bathed in the screen's light. Gamma exposure, yeah, we track that too. Know the pressure points before the move is
When in doubt, zoom out.
where the battles commence. We position
So still rejecting that structure here.
the check going wild, but the focus stay cold. Reading the tape, watching the story.
5 minutes still. A little bit of weakness, but still feel like she might test up here.
The knowledge is power. Watch the clock
Maybe get like one more retest and see if she really wants to sell off. And then get involved. Like a little push up here towards the structure.
Profile.Hideout, live streaming the heat. Monday to Friday, can't miss a beat. Deep charts tools, see the order flow bleed. Big trades calling, fulfilling the need. Delta screaming, volume profiles deep. Option flow secrets, the promises I keep. From the shadows, watch the market weep. This ain't no playground, this game I reap. Profile.Hideout, Friday sign off, stream cuts to black. Stack the gains, ain't looking back. Hideout secure tools.
All right, Nasdaq, show me your cards.
Monday for the next big fight, mic drop. Silence. The screens fade to gray. Another week conquered. Another payday.
This kind of counts as a freaking test. A fucking hourly candle, dude. Like, look at that freaking 1 hour. Like, that's just fucking nasty. Like, how do you short this? Like, just go short here? No, of course not. I do like it though. I just don't see it on the 1 minute here.
Another lie takes flight. Momentary blip in the dead of night. Price jerks up where the cruel hollow tease then plunges deeper.
Straight to prior range, slow and bounce.
No cushion, no spring, just gravity winning at everything. The machines keep short and the pressure won't cease. Praying for gamma.
So on a daily perspective, we are ranging compared to Friday session. The question is, you're gonna squeeze them out too, or is she gonna roll over and chop around here? Does look weak. Does look weak. There's also no more bubbles here. There's no more aggression. There's no big orders on the delta. I want to see it somewhat more obvious. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Tryna play me, they ain't no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. And now I made plays, so they all look jealous. Oh my god, now they all look jealous. Brand new drip, hope they all got umbrellas. Y'all don't fit in, call them all Cinderellas. And I heard your last dog, you can do better. You ain't got on me, homie, that's facts. I just bought a new crib, I buy another for the tax. We ain't in the same league, we ain't in the same brackets. I ain't made a joint yet, they already know it slaps. Now I need the dollars. Got a new girl and she look like Madonna. Found a new flow and it's hot like the sauna. Buying these stocks, I don't care about designer. Tryna play me, they ain't no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. And now I made plays, so they all look jealous. Tryna play me, they ain't no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. And now I made plays, so they all look jealous.
Staying high with the mace, tipping wine to the face. Shots hit me from the door, it's a line at the place. I'm at home in the mitten, I got ties in LA. I probably pull a packed crowd and a fly overstate. Lies spread quicker than the truth. If you always talking about me, they know more about you. Worry about to set the rest up on the place. If they don't pay me to respond, then I gotta walk away. B&B, elevation high, laying low. I'm with the 10 who's down to cook me shit I got from Trader Joe's. Say they making moves, but we making more. I stay in the zone, y'all just staying broke, way to go.
Tryna play me, they ain't know no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. And now I made plays, so they all look jealous. Tryna play me, they ain't know no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. And now I made plays, so they all look jealous.
Yeah, Great Lakes State and we make waves here. Running the point, I make plays like Shakespeare. Every day I make it a great year. So every year I feel like the day's near. Yeah, whole catalog made from a home stew. Quick scroll through like shopping at Whole Foods with the fresh produce. My shit is a whole mood. AEI, I don't owe you. Danny wrote through scoop. Yates alley-oop me another go-to. 2 video shoots, gotta look cute. Get my brand coupon, it's a lot of stunt doubles and they
Tryna play me, they ain't know no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. And now I made plays, so they all look jealous. Tryna play me, they ain't know no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. And
Still a
now I
perfect
made plays,
retest.
so they all look jealous.
No structure on the 5-minute. This just got a little bit messy. Here people are doing business. This thing is volatile, man. Similar lower high would be nice. But this is the thing with this volatility, just to create a low and then go up freaking 300 points. It's crazy.
Yeah, I gotta keep it trendy on my soul. I'm the most selfish person that I know. Here we go down the rabbit hole. Got a couple carrots around my neck. Self-respect when you
Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous.
they don't hear me, they don't hear me though. Cycles going round and round and round like a merry-go. Stand for truth or fall for any old scenario. That's why I keep my circle smaller than a Cheerio. Cause it's the company you keep. Stay woke, please don't get caught sleep. End up sowing what you reap. Know your worth and don't sell cheap. The ghost is inside of me, can't take it out of me. No matter where I've been, start where I'm meant to be. I be shining perfect timing. Check your watch, 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 and I know who I am. I am
Crazy.
never lost. I got tired of walking around with a mask on, smiling but my heart singing sad songs. Yeah, I was living for myself. I was dead wrong till I got the call, no cell phone. I got tired of walking around with a mask on, smiling but my heart singing sad songs. for myself, I was dead wrong.
DEEPDOM is oh shit. And for some reason there's something wrong. I'm not sure what to do. I need to reach out to support or something, or reinstall, because it's been acting up like last week. I haven't been trying to fix it either way. Still need to fix it. Just trying to figure out what Nasdaq is trying to do here. She gonna squeeze. Or reject.
Rage, money, power,
These are like 85-point candles, dude. That's crazy.
rage, money, power,
I get the money and it's right on cue. Keep the duffel bag up inside my coupe. Hold a couple racks, tell 'em I love you. You wanna be a boss, do it like I do. Yeah. Get that money, I'ma flex. I get that money, I'ma
Like a little bit of a pullback, maybe. I do like the idea of a squeeze, but this thing is it's fighting for its life right here. And until we trade above, this is resistance.
stepping on the gas, no brake light. I got a big dream and I aim high. Take a risk every time I play dice. I shake 'em up and it's snake eyes. I'm the same guy.
This could be the lower high too.
Busy printing money, watch the paint dry. My intuition told me through the grapevine that I'ma get
Just not a fan of this. Look at the freaking bullish candles, dude. How do you short against that? Why would you short against that?
that money, I'ma flex. I get that money, I'ma flex. You now rockin' with the best.
That's like freaking. Oh. Just one of those days, huh? Yo, bro. I already don't want to be in the long from here. Yeah. Super annoying. Look at these freaking candles, dude. Push down. Show me some aggressive selling. Make him fail. And make me be done for today. Yeah, what to do, what to do. Getting a bit annoyed by it too.
Eyes watching me, I got them bitches mad then. 2:33 and I'm still going hard then. I'll buy a building just to burn it down then. Phone keeps on ringing but ain't calling back then. Eyes watching me, I got them bitches mad then. Yeah, badges but no copper, got them hidden, made a couple stick or chopper. Got a aim, smell a bluffer like a copper. Check her go, let the anger flow. It got in the muscles, fuck they feelings, fuck the green. Got sick of fakers with my chapter, cut but cap. Cheap couple, chains on couple, she's no clutter, I no pain. Shop Gucci line and slice up, she's on top of wages. I've been going places, a departer in Tahiti, packed a bomb bikini, fettuccine supper. Eyes watching me, I got them bitches mad then. 2:33 and I'm still going hard then. I'll buy a building just to burn it down then. Phone keeps on ringing but ain't calling back then. Eyes watching me, I got them bitches mad then. Eyes have seen what my mind couldn't believe. Making loves by women, couple misogynist with degree. I'ma be chasing my dreams while my demons chasing me. Such a pessimistic optimist.
Just small pullback.
Deep down with the shame and the doubt. Pinch yourself, bitch. I just had it. Burn it down, write it. Hit it like a target. Bug on bug when I'm a coo, coo, coo. Hoodie and the binner riding in the coo, coo, coo. Keep it going, lot of figures, lot of coo, coo, coo. Magic like Houdini, always been a stoop, stoop. Eyes watching me, I got them bitches mad then. 2:33 and I'm still going hard then. I'll buy a building just to burn it down then. Phone keeps on ringing but ain't calling back then. Eyes watching me, I got them bitches mad then.
Man, this thing is really testing my patience.
Said I'm taking big shots, just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. They've been trying to get me cheap like a thrift shop, but I told them it's my time, shit the wristwatch. They've been talking way before they even doing something.
I feel done with it. I'm not gonna lie.
Silver lining, dog, this some rose gold. Getting new money, I'm a old soul. Yeah, I get it bouncing like a pogo. And I'm too cold like Frozone. And my chick elastic girl. Told them we ain't in the faking, this ain't plastic girl. Bought a new whip and
When you're waiting for it to be a little bit too obvious, it seems, it's just very hard to get some
and now they all in they feels. I got them all on my phone, but dog, I'm hitting the climb. I got no time on the low.
things I want to see in the candles, it seems.
Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. I just left, but you know I'm coming back though. And you know I don't play by my rags though. Now go and turn it up to the max, whoa. Send a paper.
I guess we could take the 1R for the day. It should be a shame because it's a nice movement.
You can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. Shit, now I made plays, so they all look jealous. Oh my god, now they all look jealous. Brand new drip, hope they all got umbrellas. Y'all don't fit in, call them all Cinderellas. And I heard your last dog, you can do better. You ain't got on me, homie, that's facts. I just bought a new crib, I buy another for the tax. We ain't in the same league, we ain't in the same brackets. I ain't made a joint yet, they already know it slaps. Now I need a
Almost pushed it long here.
look like Madonna. Found a new flow and it's hot like the sauna. Buying these stocks, I don't care about designer. Tryna play me, they ain't no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip,
A little bit lower, Nasdaq.
leather, and now I made plays, so they all look jealous. Tryna play me, they ain't no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather, and now I made plays, so they all look jealous.
Staying high with the mace, tipping wine to the face. Drops hit me from the door, it's a line at the place. I'm at home in the mitten, I got ties in LA. I probably pull a packed crowd in a flyover stage. Lies spread quicker than the truth. If you always talking about me, they know more about you. Worry about to set the rest of on the place. If they don't pay me to respond, then I gotta walk away. B&B, elevation high, laying low. I'm with the 10 who's down to cook me shit I got from Trader Joe's. Say they making moves, but we making more. I stay in the zone, y'all just staying broke, way to go.
Tryna play me, they ain't no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather.
Start stepping in here, but
They all look jealous. Tryna play me, they ain't
opposite is true too.
perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather.
Like they could just get absorbed hard.
Great Lakes State and we make waves here. Running the point, I make plays like Shakespeare. Every day I make it a great year. So every year I feel like the day's near. Yeah. Whole catalog made from a home stew. Quick scroll through like shopping at Whole Foods with the fresh produce. My shit is a whole mood. AEI, I don't
Could have went break even that first push up.
roll through scoop. Yates alley-oop me another go-to. 2 video shoots, gotta look cute. Get my brand coupon. It's a lot of stunt doubles and they
Tryna play me, they ain't no better. Perp on me, you can call me
Well, back to break even. Nasdaq, don't you freaking do it.
and now I made plays, so they all look jealous. Tryna play me, they ain't no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather, and now I made plays, so they all look jealous.
For the last push. I'm getting a little bit annoyed here, I think. Like I'm putting on because I want to be done. That's not good. It's failing here. Not looking good. Just trying to get into the last push up here. Down 1R. Still like it for a push towards the 750s here. Getting the pullback I wanted earlier. Oh boy, what am I doing? What am I doing? Give it all back and then some, huh? I think I better walk away. Like, this is really the bad thing about staying behind the freaking desk here. Like, just being up 1 hour, getting annoyed that price is not giving me the entry I want. Getting annoyed by me taking profits too soon here. And then here, giving it all back in just freaking 2 minutes. That's trading Nasdaq futures for you. This is the failed auction here. It's rejecting that line. I was anticipating when it wicked above that it would have go up, obviously. It's getting these bad closes for me to get in, and then probably she will this is the last one. Feel I'm fighting a wall here.
Hey, Gino, you going dumb. Woof. Hey, let's go. Yeah. I'm going dumb. I'm trying to
Getting hammered in 8 minutes.
It's okay to be broke. It's not okay to be a bum. Gotta move up.
Such good movement. Could have, should have been done way sooner.
Trying to build some no bricks. All I do is flip these beats, giving them smoke like weeds. All about the green like weed, and I want the blue like cheese.
This one's got to create a new high.
Spend 100 G's on my steed.
Doesn't look like it wants to create a new high just yet.
Fixed. You know how I do this shit. Still in the hood like itching my palm. Money is a bitch, I'ma make her come. She got me sprung, and I want me some motivation tied in my arm. I'm just glad to be alive another day under the sun. You can die young where I'm from. You can get lost where I'm from. Gotta be a boss where I'm from. Hey,
Man, oh man, oh man.
I'm going stupid. Music and drugs is the same that I'm using. You wanna make a killing, then execute it. Wanna make a million noise.
This is me getting annoyed by price action.
I'm going dumb. I'm
Myself.
get anything that I want whenever I want. It's okay to be broke. It's not okay to be a bum. Gotta move up. I never front. I keep it 100, hun. Do it for fun, man. I do it for fun. If they went left,
Should have been a green day. Now I put myself in a freaking 3R hole. Nice.
broke, but I drip like the rain here. Smooth like butter, so I love
Well, that was poor behavior in the end. Got a bit annoyed with myself right there. Not gonna lie.
I'm going dumb, I'm going stupid. Music and drugs is the same that I'm using. You wanna make a killing,
Denzer for the day.
wanna make a million, no excuses.
Failed auction on top here.
I'm going dumb, I'm trying to live it and stunt.
Oh boy.
It's okay to be broke,
Well,
okay to be a bum. Gotta move up.
guess we'll come back tomorrow.
100, hun. Do it for fun, man. I do it for fun.
Yeah, this is gonna go down before it goes up. So I'm toast. I know it. I know it, Nasdaq. That's really freaking stupid trading behavior. Just because I want to be done and make more. It's freaking annoying. Freaking annoying. Should have taken at least a 1 hour probably just to be done. This is about, I mean, lunchtime is like in half an hour. Usually it's the best thing to be done after like an hour at least. 90 minutes, which is gonna be right here. That's how you ruin your day. But either way, definitely wrecked my stats there, but the goal is to keep it at this level, no more. That one should be good. That's just one good trade. Yeah, that's just not good there in the end. Super annoying. Like small cut. Not even taking the full R, like, yeah. Man, cooking all freaking sun. Jesus. Yep. Freaking 1, 2, 3, 4 entries. Way too aggressive. Yeah, kind of wanted to be done. It is what it is. Sucks though. Should have not been like that. Should have not been like that. Obviously. And then to see it just freaking go very likely. The mistake here for me, the initial push here was kind of right, the absorption, kind of wanted to play the one. Then it 1, 2, these two, I mean, way too aggressive, not waiting for a close. Was waiting for a retest of that level, but then just not having the patience to wait for the close, and I'm freaking putting my stop way too tight, trying to get into the momentum. Last one made more sense, just failed. I guess that's how the cookie crumbles for me today. And then to test the level I want to see tests, like right here. Oh well, I guess I'll just come back tomorrow and do it all over again. Should have taken the 1 hour. Should have taken the 1 hour. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.